Alrighty. We are back with our third episode, and we are with The Last Jedi.
Stop it.
Bruno Blanca. And I'm quite knackered. I'm quite tired because
Because what?
What's going on?
What's going on? I see you.
Oh shit.
What
Okay. I don't know what's going on. All right. Yeah, stuff is a little bit delayed. Okay. Let's just hope it works. Oh shit! It's because I'm on YouTube as well. This is horrible. What is going on? Okay. Triggered. Okay. All right. Okay. So this is our third show for Polystone, and I have been really busy. I don't know about you, bro, but I've been really busy because I'm trying to get a license, statue license, and there's a lot of stuff that I need to do. Hopefully, I'm gonna announce it in the summer in Polystone. I'm gonna announce it there first. And the cool thing is that only the exclusives are going to be sold in Polystone Attic.
Boom!
Boom! Yes.
Boom!
We are bringing licensed statues to our group as an exclusive. I don't see anybody else doing that. And we got custom exclusives. So, fuck all
we
you
the
haters. Yes, we are the shiznits. And I'm Spider-Man, by the way. Okay, so... Today, we got a lot to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, and Paul Pick. We got a lot of customs to talk about. A lot of stuff is coming out every day, and I'm just like, what is going on? And there is a lot of licensed stuff. We're also going to talk about the Monster Palooza? Monster Palooza. Demonic statues that have surfaced. I'm kidding. And we're going to be talking about, what was that? Lost in Space. Have you watched Lost in Space?
I'm on episode 5.
Okay, well, fuck you. I'm on episode 9, so I'm going to spoil it for you right now. No, I'm joking. Okay, so, yeah. And at the end of the show, you have a chance to win a T-shirt. I'm going to put the picture up. And that's a Real Talk T-shirt, which is very limited. Basically, every Monday we will be giving one away. You got to wait till the end of the show when I will be asking a random question. And I actually haven't thought about the questions, so I'm getting a little bit nervous now. But, and as you guys can see, like I got no statues because I am actually relocating at the end of the year, so all of my stuff is...
I got my statues, bitch.
Yeah, well... This chat's over. No, I'm kidding. So I got all my stuff in storage till, obviously, I open my statue room and I can't wait and blah, blah, blah. So... right now, I just got Vegeta. I should have Raditz coming soon. He's been printed, so I will show Raditz next to Vegeta. Okay, so let's get started with the first thingamajig. Oh, actually, wait. I need to first hide all of my documents. Oh, this is so hard to do this all the time. And then in the week, like, I just can't find folders, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, what's going on? All right, so many stuff on my computer, which I don't want you people to see. There's a few naked pictures of Santino, which I don't think he wants anyone to see. So, you better be nice today, or else, you know, it's going public.
Oh no!
Because I'm a donkey on the edge. Okay, so that's all hidden, and let us start. So, what we're going to be doing, if you've never watched the show, if it's the first time that you are watching the show, we cover custom statues, we cover company statues, we cover upcoming statues. Actually, my folder's a little bit messed up with the upcoming and the company statues, so you're just gonna do it how we go. And then what's happening in Polystone, what you can look out for. Congrats to Christopher Glad.
I'm glad he won.
What is it called? Yes. Yeah, I was like, is his name really Glad? And you're just like, yeah. I was like, no, it's not Glad, it's Gland. And then you're like, no, it's not Gland, you fucking idiot.
It's Glad, like the garbage bag.
Yeah, Glad. So yeah, he should get his Boba Fett statue soon, because guess what, guys? We're a real group and we give away real shit, and other groups give away, I don't know. So and we're also going to be talking about movies and what's coming up in Polystone. Okay. So let's start. Company statues. The first one, have we not talked about this one? Oh man. Okay, so there is quite a lot to talk about. Is everything okay over there? Because it seems like a baby's crying, and I don't want your baby to be standing.
I got all three at home tonight
on the windowsill and saying,
I got all three here.
I'm gonna jump, okay. Daddy. I'm gonna jump. You don't feed me. I'm gonna jump.
I'll push.
Okay, so desktop. Let's share the desktop. Okay, so this actually
is badass.
It is badass. It actually, this is some badass stuff. This is a Mythos Terminator line, and apparently it's quarter scale. So I don't actually think Sideshow has ever done a Mythos line which is quarter scale, which just makes this even more badass. And it's a female character. I'm not sure that we have a name for her. She got, I like the boots, I like the knife, I like the guns. There might be a switch out head, we don't know. Maybe there will be a more menacing skull head. There's a lot of damage going on here. The base is cool. She's standing on T200 heads. And what do you think about this piece?
I think it looks amazing. I think it's really cool. I like the art direction. I think it's a different piece to own. Obviously, some people want movie accuracy and stuff, but I like when they play around. I like when they go out of what we expect, and it's really cool looking. It's really well done so far. I mean, from what we're seeing, I
agree with you. I like the leather jacket. I like the grenades, attached to a leather jacket, and skin is painted nice. It does look kind of like the eye is popping out, but it's just kind of the angle. She does have like a Terminator eye, and so some
it's
good
cool.
stuff.
I think it looks badass.
Sideshow. And if you are a Terminator fan, that is definitely something to get. So let's jump the company and go to Pop Culture Shock Toys, and I think this was released like 2 days ago or 3 days ago, if I'm not mistaken. This was the first preview of Mike Myers. And is he holding like a cloth? Is he holding like a sheet? Is that a sheet? I think
that's his Halloween costume he's holding. He's a ghost.
Oh, shit. Okay. I think he was holding like...
I don't know.
It looks like a sheet, though.
Maybe he just wiped his ass. I don't know.
I'm not... I watched these like a long time ago, and is it the music which goes like din, 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 din? No, the music doesn't go like that. Do you remember the music for this? Was it like chin, 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 chin?
No, that was Psycho.
Chin, 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 chin. Oh, isn't this Psycho? Where's this guy from then? What is he? Oh, he's from Halloween, yeah?
Halloween?
Okay, well, I don't really know much. I have watched a couple of... That's the one with Jamie Lee Curtis, right?
Yeah, yes, that's right.
And he keeps chasing her and he keeps killing everybody she knows.
Yeah, and he's got some kind of Captain Kirk mask on and stuff.
And he can't die, right?
Oh, they all can't die, right? Or else there wouldn't be part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, part 17.
Oh, sugar tits and donuts. Well, okay, this is pretty cool. He's on the stairs, and you know, like horror movies, there's always like stairs that either, you know, like they're going down the stairs or they're coming up the stairs, or
are they going to fall down the stairs?
Yeah, and the hero's like, no, don't kill me, and they're walking up the stairs slowly with the knife and stuff. Yeah. I thought there would actually be some blood on the knife because he's always stabbing people, but this looks very toned down. It looks like he's trick-or-treating.
Yeah, there should be cool, like some blood on the stairs and stuff too.
Yeah, there should be like some blood splatter and do it RIH style. You know what I mean? Like just put blood everywhere and be like bloody Jason Halloween 2.0. Yeah, but I mean it's cool. I watched this like a long time ago. I think when I was like a boy and stuff, and I haven't really rewatched them. I know there was.
I think this came out before you were born.
Yeah, probably. It's very old because Jamie Lee Curtis was like 15.
Hot. She was hot back then.
Yeah, I mean she's still pretty hot now as a granny, but I mean, yeah, okay. So for all the horror fans out there, this does look good. I think is that fabric. That is fabric. So it's a mixed media piece. And I think Ant said that they're going to change the mask. I mean, the face. Or the mask,
they're still working on it.
Yeah, they're still working on it. And they might offer 2 heads, which is fantastic. I mean, the more heads, the better. And yeah. So congrats to everybody that's excited for that. Personally, I am not, because I just am not into horror movies. So now we got another piece. Then this is the Kings of Fighters from Adib, and this is a quarter scale diorama. So I mean,
this is gonna be huge.
Yeah, I mean, and if you connect those bases together, this is gonna be very, very big. Yes. As you can see, like it's like they're on. Is that the road, or is that? It looks like the road that they are attacking each other on. And I like Geese. That's Geese Howard, and that is Terry Bogard. I'm not too much of a fan of Terry's pose. I'll have to be honest. I think that I know that they went for, you know, the dynamic style, but he's crouched down a little bit too much. And yeah, so what do you think about this piece?
I think it looks cool. I like the movement of the flames and I guess that's water.
No, it's not cool. Water. It's like his
energy power or whatever, but it still looks cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice contrast, isn't it? The yellow with the blue.
Yeah.
And obviously, I think, but the idea is to. Are you sure your kids are okay? Like.
Yeah, there's when the 3 of them are together, they start making a big bordel.
Okay. Yeah. So there's a lot going here, and if you're a Kings of Fighters fan, obviously there's a lot of Kings of Fighters stuff coming out. Obviously, we know we got HMO got Kings of Fighters. There's Infinity Studios has a mixed media Kings of Fighters. We actually spoke about that one last week with Kyo. You remember with the fabric, and there is, I think, Gantaku.
That girl.
No. Gantaku is the company. They have another one on Sideshow's website, which is and it's more like anime inspired. So a lot of stuff coming out. Let's go down the list. Now we are going to XM Studios, and I have no idea who this guy is.
He looks so cool.
He does look very cool. He is. I think he's a Chinese comic book hero, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
And yes, I mean, this looks very nice. It looks like he's some sort of pyromancer with the flames in his hands, ready to burn people. But I like the base. I like the style of the hair. I like, you know, this is actually something which I don't actually know who the fuck this is, but I'd buy this.
Yeah.
I would buy this statue. And I would pay whatever they're asking for this, because I consider stuff like this a work of art. And obviously there is, let me just show you guys, this comes with 2 heads. which is I can hear you silently telling people to shut up.
Yes.
But this head is really badass. I mean, look at these eyebrows. I mean, look at the paint. Look, this is nice. Well, actually, you know, I might be tempted to get this. I might just be tempted to get this because I don't know who this guy is, but I mean, this is really badass.
I really like the look of him.
Yeah, I mean, this is like a 10 out of 10. And, you know, I get a lot of flack for saying stuff about XM and stuff, but I do say a lot of stuff is nice, and people seem to ignore that stuff. You know what I mean? They only look at the stuff which I say is not nice. So,
well, I mean, at the end of the day, it's just the fanboys that get all defensive. Honestly, every company has good and every company has bad.
Exactly. And I'm sure we can say stuff is bad without people trying to fucking slash my throat. But anyway, and now, because, you know, the past two chats, we've been banging on about Superman, which is actually in the back with a fabric cape. But we haven't actually spoke about their Batman. Now, I think there was some guys that did a custom of the same pose a year before this.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken, and they did like a black, and they did a blue version, and they did like a run of 10 or 5 or something like that. I don't really know the details, and I don't really have the statue. I couldn't really find the statue, but obviously this one is 1/3. It's licensed. It's Jim Lee. It's Batman, and this is Hush. I'm not feeling the Batarang. It's I've never actually.
That's the Hush Batarang.
Is that the Hush Batarang?
Yes.
Well, it's shit, and they should have just made a real Batarang, like the Batarang that we all know and love. And then I'm not really feeling the wire that he's holding in his hand. It looks a little bit. I know that, you know, they're going for something that is connected to the Batarang, which would make sense. But it just look, that's the prototype, and it just looks like Batman is holding some random wires in his hand, and doesn't look good to me, at least. Maybe they should have made the wires a little bit more straighter. And you know, do you get what I'm trying to say? Can you see how it's hanging?
I see it, but like you said, it's a prototype. It's going to be better. It's going to be modified, I'm sure.
I agree.
When I first saw this Batman, I was like, not really keen on it. You know, I'm not crazy about the pose. But the more and more I see it, the more it's looking pretty cool.
And you know, that's what actually happened with me at the Superman. The more you look at Prime 1 stuff, you're just like, you know what? I actually want to buy this. Actually want to buy this. So that's really good, and he got really good anatomy going. I like the mask. It does seem that Prime 1 might do something a little bit sneaky and give him a switch-out portrait with another character, because that mask and the cape definitely come off. You can see the.
You think they'll do that?
I think they will. I think they will, because they did it with the Scarecrow. They offered a Batman Arkham with the poison head.
Yeah, but that was for another statue.
Yeah, I know. So, I mean, they could make, I don't know, Bane.
Okay, you're talking about... Okay, yes.
And then offer a Batman head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, obviously, people buy the Bane to get the Batman head, which is a very, very good strategy. And then, obviously, we got... I don't really have a picture of him, but we have the massive Doomsday in the back. And Doomsday is always a villain that I've not been fond of.
Yeah, it's never done anything for me.
Yeah, I don't really like his story and how he looks. He looks like some weird rock man with green pants and stuff like that. But nonetheless, a lot of people are happy. It is a huge piece. I think it's like the size of me or something like that. And I just can't wait. Yeah, well, anyway. So yeah, and I just can't wait to see the boxes on these. Yeah, so nice piece from Prime 1. I am going to get the Superman, but I'm just going to wait till it comes out, and I'm just going to bang it in storage till, of course, I open up my statue room, which will be sometime next year. So I'm quite excited for that, to display all the stuff that I got, because I got quite a lot of stuff. Okay, and moving on to the next company, we got HMO's very fantastic Zero statue, and obviously, it comes with 2 different types of Zero. We got the black Zero, which is like, you know, the crazy robotic Zero on steroids Zero that's taken too much cocaine Zero.
But they're allowing they're selling the kit, no? The set.
No, yeah, they're selling it as a set. It's the same thing that they did with the Mega Man. I think this came out very well. I like the sword. I like the clear resin on the sword. I like that the black version has a different head, so it kind of has a smirk, which you won't get with the red one. And the hair is nice. Even you can see on basically this picture that the hair on the black one is a little bit darker. It's a little bit has more shading. So they did really well with these, and obviously these can come apart. So his legs, you can see like the mechanics of his legs, and you can see the mechanics of his arms and stuff like that. So really good stuff from HMO Mega Man. These are quarter scale. I still don't have. I think I got my Mega Man in storage, and I've seen it anyway. Great piece. And this Zero does light up, so he lights up in his blaster. I think his chest lights up, and the triangle cubicle on his head lights up, and I think the base lights up as well.
It looks like it does.
Yeah, it lights up like the what is it called? Mega Man. So yeah, it's very interesting to see where they'll take this line. Will they actually do another character? Or will they stop, you know, or will they do Mega Man again? So there's a lot of questions. Obviously, I think the fans want to know from HMO, what will they do after Zero? Because obviously Mega Man and Zero are kind of like your Batman and Robin, even though Robin is not given enough love, especially in the statue department. I mean, Sideshow hasn't even made a Robin. No. I mean, they've made like 5 Poison Ivies and no Robins. So,
I find that odd.
I find it odd as well. Anyway, so let us move on swiftly. And now we are seeing some Star Wars goodies. And this is actually brilliant. I really like this bust. This is the classic Stormtrooper. It's life-size. Like this helmet, this helmet made Star Wars so iconic. I really didn't like the new helmets from the revamped versions, and even the droids from the older Star Wars. But these Stormtroopers are classic. What do you think about this piece, Santino?
I like when they add the shoulders to the bust. I find it brings more to the piece. When it's just the torso with the head, I don't know. Don't get me wrong, some are nice without the shoulders, but a piece like this, it needs that bulk.
Yes, and I do agree with you on all of those points, Mr. Blanca.
Look at that.
Yes, I know. This came out really good. Would I buy it? Probably not, because I'm in too deep again. Just ordering too much stuff, and so good stuff from Sideshow. Sideshow actually. A lot of people bash Sideshow, and I, when they do bad as well, I bash them too. But I mean, they've been putting out some really good stuff. I mean, you think about it, they got Daredevil, they got Captain America, they got Elektra, and all the 1/4 stuff they've been putting out. Even the Court of the Dead, it's looking really good.
Yes.
And a lot of.
I'm not going to say that every single piece that they come out with is awesome.
Oh, not every single one, but I mean, they have stepped their game up.
Yes, but then again, with the Thanos coming out, and everybody's expecting that type of quality now. But the problem with that is also the Thanos is also, what, $1,200 US at retail? If people want that quality for every piece, it's going to be $1,000 a piece. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, they, like, for instance, Daredevil, I mean, he's red, so I mean...
Oh no, I'm not saying they're not going to be making good pieces at a cheaper price. I'm just saying that some people are expecting way too much. Like, honestly, look at the Magneto. For me, I look at it, and yes, the first time they showed it, it sucked, but they fixed it and they made it look better. And for me,
it still sucks.
No, I like it. I mean, we
got the picture of it, so we're going to speak about it a little bit later.
The people say it sucks is because the people are looking at the customs that are available also. But not everybody can afford a custom.
No, I'm not. I'm looking at the representation of what they have made as opposed to the comic book character. It looks nothing like him.
Okay, well, then neither does XM's. Neither does XM's then.
But XM's is closer to the Jim Lee version than Sideshow's, by far.
Yeah, but Jim Lee's not the only comic artist who's drawn Magneto.
Yes, I know, but he is the most famous, isn't he?
Yes, I guess I'm not gonna say that, but I'm just saying that like, it's not always about Jim Lee. That's all.
That's true. That's true. There is a lot of versions of Magnus. Okay, so let's go on to some horror shit. And this
Horror
is
shit.
this is it. The possessed clown that likes to eat little children. You know, I didn't watch the classic, and a couple of my friends told me to read Stephen King, but I am not really into horror books. I'm into medieval fantasy books. Those are the type that's the genre that I read, and so I didn't read it. But people have been raving about the book for a very, very long time, and then they were raving about the classic film, and I still haven't watched the classic film. And the reason why I didn't watch the classic film is very simple, because I don't think clowns are scary. So anyway, I saw the trailer for the new It, and I was just like, oh well, what the hell? Let me go and watch it. Maybe I will be a little bit freaked out. And you know what? I went to watch it, and I was slightly disappointed. Do you know why? Because I wasn't scared at all. And a lot of times in the movie, and this is just my opinion, guys, it kind of was jumping from one little kid to the next little kid, and it seemed very forced. So basically, I think there's 5 kids and a girl or something like that. And all of them are, you know, they're tormented by it and by this clown. And a lot of people are raving about this like it's an amazing horror film and stuff like that. And you know what? I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. I think that the design for the new movie is a lot scarier. It's a lot menacing than the classic one, because the classic one just looked like a broke clown. This one kind of does look like, you know,
Scary.
Yeah, well, I mean, not really. But have you watched it, by the way?
I watched the classic one a long time ago.
You haven't watched this one?
No, I have no interest. For me, it's like you said, it's just a clown. I know it plays in their minds and stuff, but
I mean, it was made very well, but it wasn't a very scary film.
I'm not a horror fan, honestly. Like I don't get excited to watch a horror film.
To be honest,
every time I watch a horror film, it's because someone's like, "Oh, come on, let's watch it." I'm like, "Okay, let's watch it." I laugh at them more than I get scared.
Yeah, because I mean, a lot of them are laughable, and I'm not a horror fan as well, you know. But anyway, so what do you think about this statue that we are looking at right now?
It looks like a clown.
It looks like a clown. Yes, it looks like him from.
I don't.
Film.
There's no. For me, of course, there's people out there that are gonna be like, "Wow, what an amazing piece!" And kudos to them if they like it. Good for them. For
It is an amazing
clown.
piece. Yeah, but it is an amazing piece based on the character in the film. I mean, they did do it very well. It's very accurate to what he looks like in the film. And obviously his outfit changed a few times when he was haunting the children. But what I don't get is basically you see the clown in the drain and the paper that his brother throws at the big. Basically, his brother is watching his little brother. And if you haven't watched it, just go fuck yourself, because it's old and it's on Netflix soon. So this is not.
But why show the clown twice?
Exactly. It just doesn't make sense to show the clown twice, because you know it's like Batman standing on Batman standing on the rooftop, and then underneath the rooftop there's like Batman looking out
of
to
window.
see. Yeah, it's just like, what is this all about? So I'm not bashing this piece. If you like this piece, the balloon looks really cool. It looks like a real balloon, obviously in the movie, he kind of hides his face over a balloon, and then the balloon goes up, and he's like, it's me, I'm a clown, I'm scary. And I was like, no, you're not. This is the bit. So, yeah, anyway, let's move on to the next statue. But having said that, I'm not bashing this piece. I generally like the way it was made, and I like the fabric. I just think that the base is really dumb. I like the water. They should have just left the clown, and they should have left the blood and the boat. That would have made it acceptable, because obviously it is raining and the boat pushes it in. I mean, the boat pushes, the boat goes into the drain, and then he's like, "Hey, little man, you want to fucking fuck with me?" And the kid's like, "Oh, cool, it's a clown.
Want some candy?
Yeah, let me give him some sweets. Maybe you got a Pokemon." And then, and then the clown fucking starts eating the guy, and it's just like, this is not funny. But anyway, it was some fucked up stuff. But okay, and this is Pennywise again with his oblong head, and here he is in a bust, and this does look very freaky because the hair is real. That's actually like a wig that's been blow dried, this I mean, you know, if you're an It fan, you
this
must
is
be. Exactly. This is it for you. You know what I mean? You kicking it with you cooking with gas right now because Anyway, so let's move on swiftly. And now we got a piece from Frazetta, the very famous painter. Was he from Canada?
No idea.
I think he was from Canada, actually. I think he was Italian from Canada, just like you. I could be wrong, but this is from Level 52 Designs, and this is a very famous painting. I think it's called the Space Pirate or something about space, like the Space Guardian or space something, and obviously it is a diorama. Basically, what Frazetta used to do is he just had this really wild imagination, and he just used to draw stuff. And obviously these things, they just became very iconic. They just became very amazing. And
like Conan. He did the Conan.
He did the Conan. He did, what is the other guy on the horse? Was his name Death Rider? Or?
The Death Dealer.
Death Dealer, yes. So he's created a lot of iconic characters, and this is another one of them. I like the sculpt. I like how the female is kind of touching a thigh, and she is crouched in a very
sexual pose.
Yes, come save me. I'm being captured by this man with a big sword type pose. And the man's face, I think the painting is a little bit different, but don't quote me on that because I don't actually remember the painting. But the base is cool. I think they are on some forbidden planet. And maybe she's a slave, or maybe he's protecting her, but it's a nice piece. I like it. If you are a Frazetta fan, I think they could have made the cape a little bit bigger, but obviously,
it could have been more waving in the air.
Yeah, I understand why they did that, because there's a lot going on, and obviously it will be very expensive to produce this, and so
plus they probably don't want to have any leaning issues.
Yeah, so my only gripe is the guy's face. I'm going to have to check later on with his face. But if you are a Frazetta fan and you do like this, then please just don't hate me. Okay, so moving on swiftly again. And we are... Can you see this?
Yep.
Okay, so this is Dragon Lady 2.5.7. Actually, I don't know who this is. Do you know who this is?
Not at all. But it does look cool.
It does look cool. She got feathers coming out of her head. And
is that feathers or scales?
That's feathers, man.
Well, she's a dragon lady.
Well, dragons have feathers.
Really? Dragons have scales?
Well, fuck you.
Well, feathers, for me, that's a fucking phoenix, not a fucking dragon.
And fuck The Last Jedi.
Yeah, fuck that, eh?
Okay, well, anyway, I don't know. Are those feathers? Are those scales?
Knows?
Yeah, who knows? I mean, it is badass. She does look like that Avatar chick, doesn't she?
Yes, I was thinking the same thing.
The blue one. What was her name? Was her name like Annie?
Natiri or something like that.
Natiri, yes. I was way off. And obviously we got Freddy in the back, photo bombing this bust, not on purpose. And it looks nice. Whoever she is, if you know who she is, please comment in the comment section. We actually aren't reading the comments. Let's read a little bit of the comments. What are these people that should be at work saying? What are they saying? Because I'm about to contact all of your bosses. Hey, boys. They feathers. Oh, she's a harpy. Oh, Red Ace knows what he's talking about. She's a harpy. So I was actually closer. I said that they are feathers, and you said that there were scales. So you
the only reason why I said there were scales.
No, you're wrong again. Just like dragon. The last fucking Jedi.
Fuck off. You said dragon.
Anyway, it's a harpy. Okay, Red Ace is up. Red Ace should be our commentator. That's it. Let's invite him to the next show. He can explain all the statues to us. Anyway, shout out to Red Ace. Thank you for explaining that. Okay, and the next one is The Predator from XM Studios.
Badass.
Now, yes, it is badass. It is badass indeed. And I do like this Predator, but the thing is, I like the Predator, and that's all. I do not like the base. There is way too much going on the base, way too many skulls. The dirt and the direction and everything, how it's going. I do not like that. I prefer. Now, I do know that this Predator is trying to tell a story. Obviously, he's in his lair and he has killed all of these. It looks like he's killed a poor little donkey. But he's
showing off his trophies, man.
He's showing off his trophies, yes. And I'm all for that. But I just think it's overkill. I hope XM Studios make a plain base and they give people an option. If they don't, they don't. I don't really know a lot about Predator. I like the switch out hand where he's holding the mask, and I like the spear. I like the Predator. Don't get me wrong. I do like the Predator. Maybe someone will make a custom base, which will just cost $1 billion because of how big he is. But what are your thoughts on this Predator?
I love it. I love it.
Okay.
I wanted to get it, but it's just out of my price range right now. So I settled for the Jungle Hunter. Okay,
and Bill Lumberg says the base is huge. Yes, Bill, the base is huge. You are spot on with that. And and that cool badass guy with purple hair. Oh, and does he have a staff? Does he have a staff in his hand? He actually has a staff. Look at the guy next to Predator. That's the guy that we were perving over just now.
Yes.
He has a staff in his hand. He's like Gambit. That's Gambit. Santino, that is Gambit.
That's the Chinese Gambit.
That is the Chinese Gambit. And I might get it. Okay, and now moving on swiftly. Now, what is actually going on here? Because I actually know a little bit about Medusa. And Medusa was a woman, wasn't she? And she had and she was crazy. Well, she was cursed. And she had snakes for hair. Now, what is this? Because this is like a snake with breasts. This is something else.
Looks like they gave her 2 snakes and try to make them look like legs.
Yes, and obviously, we got some stone guy saying, no, let me say goodbye to my mother. Before he got pulverized by her eyes. But I don't like this. I'm sorry. I don't like the body. The top half is nice. It does look very menacing. And I don't know if you remember, but they did do a bust for this.
Yes.
Last year, which was very nice. Very freaky. Very Medusa-ish. But this kind of looks like a hybrid mermaid.
Yeah.
And that's not Medusa for me. However, if this is of a reference...
Greek mythology characters.
Sorry, what did you say?
I'm not into those Greek mythology characters myself. She's cool to see her in a movie and stuff, but wouldn't want a Medusa in my collection.
Yeah, well, you're not cool anyway. So.
No, I'm not. I'm just a goof.
Yes, you are. And this is actually something for you. You can now wank with the Thanos gloves. And
it's in the proper pose, too.
And it got all the Infinity Gauntlet stones in it. It even got the green one on the top. Ha! That is awesome. And so is this... Can you actually put your hand in there? Or you can't?
You could put your hand in there, baby.
Because if you can't put your hand in there, then it's a badass bloody collectible. If you can't put your hand in there, then it's just really shit. But anyway, I'm not too... Who makes this? Is it Amino? Does that say Amino or Camino?
I can't read. It's too small.
Maybe let's ask the very intelligent people in the chat. Maybe Red Ace will know. Because he knows what's up. Where are you? How do I open the chat? Okay, so Red Ace is logged off. He's gone. I'm kidding. The knees reverse makes it look weird. Yes, it does, Bill. It does indeed. It looks really weird, Medusa. Okay, moving on swiftly. And righty-ho. So who is this guy?
No idea, but it's badass again.
Okay, so we do make chats and we don't know who the characters are. Welcome to Real Talk. And so this is, I think he's from World of Warcraft or Diablo or one of those MMAPO games. Yeah, but Pollock isn't cool, so we can't associate. We can't invite him to our party. Because then our ratings are going to go down, and our viewers are going to go down, and our likes are going to go down.
Yeah.
So I'm kidding, but yeah, this is really cool. A lot of anatomy, good anatomy. You got scars and stuff, and you got war paint, and you got the sword, and you got the beard, and he has everything going for him. He has the pose, and he is screaming. I don't know if there's going to be a switch out head. I think he is from Diablo, but don't quote me on that. But very nice collectible. Nonetheless, I should actually get names of these before we start. Okay, and this is another piece from Monster Palooza. And this is a very unfortunate space Jedi that was captured by some
alien ants.
Evil alien that stabbed him in the gut, and does look like he's trying to still pull the tentacle out of his chest. The blood looks a little bit like tomato sauce, but maybe they'll make that a little bit better. Oh, and he got a gun there, and obviously she laid her eggs, and her little younglings are going to hatch and breed in the poor guy's skin. And
beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know who would buy these things, but again, if you do like horror stuff, we are not bashing horror stuff. It's just not up our planet. And yes, Red Ice is back in the building, and it is from Diablo. You see, Santino, I know my stuff. That guy was from Diablo.
Yeah, you're awesome. You're amazing.
This is actually pretty cool. I saw this quite recently, and is this the Lynch King? This is the Lynch King.
No, stop it. It's the mouth of Sauron.
Who?
The mouth of Sauron.
The mouth of Sauron.
Yes, you know the Lord of the Rings?
Yes.
Yes.
It's a Sauron.
The mouth of Sauron.
What do you mean the mouth of Sauron? What the fuck
it's
is
what
his name?
It's the guy he used to voice his voice.
Yeah, that's the Lynch King.
Okay, wait, it's the Lynch King. I know him as the mouth of Sauron.
Okay, well, I know him as the Lynch King. This is the Lynch King, guys. Actually, I'm joking. But this guy was in the third one, wasn't he?
Yes.
And he could disappear, couldn't he?
Yes.
And his sword looks like, his horse looks like a little pony, doesn't it?
Yes, it's a small piece.
Yeah. No, but he looks too big on the horse.
He's a big guy. Sauron's a big guy.
Well, shouldn't Sauron be on a horse that can fit him? We are talking about a fantasy-made film here.
Yeah, I know. Well, I don't know. I never saw Sauron.
Does not the horse look too small for the
Yes,
for the
this statue here looks like a pony. Yes,
it does look like it looks like a badass pony, though.
Yes,
this pony is ready for war. This pony was in World War II.
Might take him a while to get to the war. It might take him a while to get to the battle, but yeah, he's ready.
Yeah, but okay, let's say you were in World War II and you had your little shitty little pistol and you saw this horse running towards you. You're going to take off, mate. You're going to take off.
I'm 6'6", bro. I just jump over it.
Okay, that was a good one. Alrighty, and then talking about Lord of the Rings, we got this little bad boy.
Gollum.
Who is Gollum. But, okay, now, actually, first, I saw this Gollum, and I was just like, wow, it looks real. It looks alive. Look at the spit. Look at the teeth. Look at the saliva. Look at the eyes. Look at the hair. It looks amazing. And then I started Googling stuff, and then I saw the price. And then I was just like, what is actually going on? Why is this £1,300? Can he make like pancakes, or can he?
But what scale is this?
I think this is 1/4. Don't quote me on that, but I think it is 1/4. And
what company is this? Masters
This
Collection?
I think this is Weta.
Okay, well, Weta's pretty high there in price. There, when they make quarter scale, they charge.
Oh, do they?
Oh yes.
No wonder why nobody got their statues.
They're expensive.
Oh, well, fair enough. It is a very nice piece. Gollum is a very complex character. I like the pose. I think this was when he was like in that fishing village, no? And he was like talking to himself, like, "Where's the ring? I got the ring."
Yeah, he's actually going. Yeah, he's actually. Oh, it looks like this scene when he's actually about to go get some fish to eat.
Yes. Yes. Okay, so cool piece. And now to close off the company statues, and now we have the very gay barber that they put in a red suit. I don't like this. I'm sorry. I'm a big Magneto fan. I didn't order this. His neck, even with a helmet version on, it looks like a little bit too big. Can you see his neck on the collector's edition there?
Yes.
His neck looks too long. I don't really like his face. He is a bit thin for Magneto. I like my Magneto's buff. Maybe that's just because I just got the Jim Lee Magneto in my head all the time, 24/7. I do like the cape. I do like the gloves. And I do like the suit. The pose is okay. What do you think about the edition size? 1,250 smackaroos for Magneto.
Well, 1,250. That's for the exclusive. So
that's for the exclusive.
It could be double for the regular. I think the problem with Sideshow is that they're making their ES a bit too big.
Yeah.
I was surprised that their new Superman is pretty low for an ES, but still, I think it's just way too big. They're exaggerating now. It's getting out of hand. They're losing that touch.
They do.
Well,
and
it's not for all pieces though. They're doing that with their comic pieces. They're not doing that with all their pieces. I mean, I'm getting the Predator, and the Predator what? The ES for the regular was 1,000.
But I mean, Predator is always low.
Yeah, but that's good.
Yeah, obviously. But I mean, in terms of Magneto, it took them, how long have I been collecting? 12 years. It took them 12 years to make a PF, and this is what they come out with. This is very disappointing, to say the least. Well, it looks like a very good hot toy, and he is arguably Marvel's most popular villain. Arguably, he is very high up there. He's definitely in the top 3. And this is what they put out. I mean, they could have made easy. If they put out a really good stuff, they could have made easily 10,000, like they did with Batman, and they could have taken it to the bank. And I do agree with you that their edition sizes are too high, because Sideshow needs to wake up and smell the coffee. There are a lot of other companies out there now. It's not like how it used to be when it was just them, Bowen, and Pop Culture Shock. There's a lot of other companies. Obviously, they're never going to see our chat. And they don't care what we say, but of course we care what we say. So to Sideshow, you better
wake up,
cut down your edition sizes. And Susan is pretty hot. I just thought I'd throw that in there. But anyway, so that is. Oh yes, and here is the harpy again. I was right. Those are feathers. You are wrong. They are not scales.
Anyway, then don't fucking say dragon next time.
Oh, so now it's my fault, right?
Let's do with that Jesus picture.
I see. Yes. Would you have a problem?
Not a problem at all.
Do you have a problem?
Not a problem.
Is there a problem here?
You see?
Is there a problem here?
You see this here? See that?
No, I actually can't see that because I'm looking at the chat.
That's a cross.
Red Ace said, so the less people that jump on the ship, the less the ES will be. Red Ace is in the house, spitting fire. Okay, now next we are going on to, let's go to custom statues. There's been quite a few that has been popping up here and there and every fucking where. And now we are going to this piece, which is Wolverine. And this is some badass stuff that has come out recently, actually, like 2 days ago. It has been shown in Polystone. Now, if you are watching this and you are somewhere, baby, can you please just give him water? And you are somewhere not in Polystone, then please ask a friend to add you to Polystone. And so this is, it's going to be a very limited piece. It's going to be, as stated, it's going to be 25 statues only, so it's going to be a very limited Wolverine. And I do know that there's going to be a couple of switch out heads. So as you can see in the reference picture, he's wearing a cowboy hat with the long hair, and then in the sculpt he got he's just his normal kind of electrocuted hairstyle going on. And
you see it, but in the art, right? You see that he's wearing the suit with his arms ripped. Are you doing that? Is that going to happen on the piece itself?
No, on the piece itself, he's going to have the yellow vest. To make a switch out torso for a traditional sculpt will make this guy very expensive. People do not understand how much it'll cost to cast two bodies and then paint
I'm not asking.
No, I'm just saying. No, there was a couple of people that posted in Polystone, and they were like, "Will you have two switch out bodies?" And I didn't even answer them because they don't even know how much it costs. And obviously, we want to keep things at a price which is reasonable for people to buy. We don't want to, price things which are too high, and then it puts a lot of people off. But fantastic sculpting from Thiago Proven.
Yes.
And there will be metal claws. So I think the claws, they'll probably put some magnets in his knuckles, and you would just attach the claws to his knuckles.
Yes.
So nice piece. What do you think about it?
I love it. I can't wait.
Nice. Okay, so my husky is just looking for attention. So he's climbing all over the computer right now. Wait, down. I'm actually live right now, so please just give me a little bit of peace. Can you call him? Yes. Okay. So, all right. So the next custom piece. Can you see this?
Yes.
Yes. Now another Wolverine statue, and a lot of people.
I don't like it. The legs are way too long, man.
Yes, there are, but I kind of do like this. I like the base. I like that Yeti. What is his name again?
Yeah.
Yeti man has died on the base. Rest in peace, Mr. Yeti. And I like the upper body. I like the sculpt.
It's a nice piece. Don't get me wrong. It's a nice piece. It's just
it is a nice piece.
Too long.
Yeah, the legs are too long. But maybe this is a Hugh Jackman Wolverine. Maybe this is a 6'2" Wolverine. You never know.
If it was Hugh Jackman, he wouldn't be wearing the mask.
Yeah, but I'm trying to give the guy a little bit of break.
Okay, yeah. This is real talk, bitch.
This is real talk, motherfucker. Hey, motherfucker. Okay, so let's move on. Swiftly. So this one got a lot of heat. It got a lot of heat online. And you know why? Because this is a juggernaut that is not American or is fighting the Americans. Now I do like the alternative universe characters, like Red Sun when Superman landed in Russia, Mother Russia.
Yes.
And obviously Putin hired him to fuck some shit up. And that was an amazing story. That's actually from my best writer, Mark Miller. And this one, I think, is done by Tiger Sexy J. And it's Juggernaut standing on a tank, eh? It's some crazy shit. If that is a quarter scale tank, this is going to be huge.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Yeah, I don't even know how they're going to put this in a box if that is actually a tank, because it looks like a tank. And what do you think about this piece?
I think it looks cool. Out of all the Juggernauts that are out there so far, the Juggernaut himself is the coolest looking from what I've seen so far. There's no Juggernaut out there that for me is worth owning.
I see. Yes. Cool. So let's move on. This is very nice. This came out very, very nice.
Flash.
This is this the Teen Titan Flash?
It looks like it.
Or is this an alternative universe Flash?
But it looks cool. I like it.
It does look cool. Good sculpt. Nice pose. It looks like he has just run like really fast and is slowing down and making his arrival. Very nice anatomy. I think the base there's like some energy burst on his legs. He's obviously running on a road that's broken. And a very nice piece. A very nice piece. So what do you guys in the chat think? Is everybody still watching? Is anybody still watching? We've lost all our viewers, Santino.
It's all good.
You bastard. It's all because you keep promoting The Last Jedi. Now,
Exactly. That's what you got to learn. That it's a good movie. That's all.
Now people won't support us anymore. Okay, so, and then we got this that obviously came out recently. And this is a Marvel versus Capcom Venom. And as you guys know, or as if you don't know, because a lot of people have not played Marvel vs. Capcom, in Marvel vs. Capcom, Venom was actually blue, a very light sky blue. And you got the Eddie Brock switch out head on the base. He kind of, there is like, there's like if Venom, if you kill the character with a combo, then he will show his Eddie Brock head when he wins. So in his kind of winning pose. And yeah, so what do you think about this piece, Mr.
I love
Blanca?
it. I love it.
Yeah,
I got the black one coming, but this blue one is really, really cool.
Yeah, and you know, it's something different. Obviously, if you have played the game, Venom, when he used to block, he used to turn his hand into a shield.
Yes.
He used to, you know, it used to mutate, and that's the switch out part. So his hand does come off at the bicep, and this is the exclusive. Only 5 of these are made. The rest are the black version. It's kind of black with blue highlights in it, and this is a Marvel vs. Capcom custom, and it was made quite a while ago, and it's sold out. So maybe soon you'll see Santino posting a lot of pictures in his basement of this piece, or maybe not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you never know.
You never know. You never quite know. And there's another Marvel vs. Capcom piece. This is the Magneto from the game, and
the fuck is that noise?
Oh, that's my dog squeezing his duck. He loves his duck. So you can't even touch the duck. He thinks the duck's alive. Yeah, he nearly tried to bite my head off. I was just trying to move the duck, and I was just like, just calm down, okay? The duck's dead, but to him, the duck's alive. He never bites the duck in the head. He's very protective over the duck. He thinks the duck is alive. So anyway, getting back to the show swiftly. So this is Magneto. He is a little bit fat because in the game he has very big proportions. And
yes.
I mean, if you don't like it, well, who cares? And then moving forward, is everything okay by your end?
Yeah, that's just my daughter's trying to go upstairs.
Okay. All right, so moving on swiftly.
For you, eh? That's kids.
Yeah, that's why I don't have any. I can't afford any. I can barely afford to feed my husky. I'm sending him to work tomorrow. You know, to try and earn a living because he's just eating way too much. But yeah, so okay, so let's speak about Wolverine. We got Wolverine, and this is a very old Wolverine. I think it came out in 2012, if I'm not mistaken. It came out a very long time ago. And the one question I have for you, Mr. Blanca, Mr. Last Jedi, is this a custom grail?
Is it a custom grail?
Yes.
Too many, yes. Too many, yes.
Okay.
For me, I like the piece. It's not as if I don't like the piece. Is it the best Wolverine? No.
No, but that's not the question. The question is it a custom grail? Not a grail, not a grail, but a custom grail. That's the question.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. And why? And why is that? Can you give us some points why you think that this is not a grail?
Because I don't find an edition size is going to qualify it to be a grail. Just because there's so little of something doesn't necessarily make it a grail. Okay. You understand?
So you don't like the pose, you don't like the Wolverine, you don't like the ninjas.
I like the pose. I like the ninjas.
I
just find that the arms are way too big. The whole torso is way too big for Wolverine.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
All right. Fair enough. So we did post online with this. Is there anybody else in the chat? Have they all disconnected? Looks cool. I don't have the biggest boner for Flash though. So Red Ace doesn't like Flash, he did say it actually looks cool, which is cool. Kudos to you, Red Ace. And okay, so we are done with the customs. The customs are finished, and let us move on to upcoming pieces. Let's actually speak about this that everybody has been ranting and raving about. And I'm actually on episode, I think I just finished episode 9, and obviously 10 is the finale. And my thoughts on this is, it started very well. I like the episode from 1 to like 4. It slowed down a bit. The story, obviously, I don't want to spoil too much if you haven't seen this because it is very new. And the only thing which I had a gripe about with this whole series is the lack of the villain in the series. And you will see when you get to episode 8, 9, 10. I haven't watched 10 yet. But it's just lacking kind of like a bad guy. There is a woman that is,
bitch,
bad in it, yes. But she as well, she's lacking, cruelty. She's lacking that evil aspect that makes villains. But either or, I like the soundtrack. I like the cinematography. I like the acting. I like the actors. I like what is actually happening to them in space. They have a lot, it's like I don't know. It's like Mexico for these guys. There's a lot of problems. There's a lot of problems that happens to them every single episode. It's very entertaining. Good script writing. I like the planets. I think they're on one planet, and the planet has a lot of problems. But yeah, check this out. Lost in Space. That's what I have been watching. I have one more episode to go, so I went on a little bit of a binge. But
I think that it's going to be a different planet per season.
Yeah, which will be cool.
and which is cool. And I think that they're just building up the characters. Even the villain. I think the villain's going to stick around for more seasons. Well, the girl, if you want to call her a villain. And the whole thing with the robot is cool too.
Yeah, and that is actually all, eh? That's all we got to talk about this week. But we will be asking one random question. Yeah, so now is your time. Let me just put this incredibly sexy man on the screen.
Please,
and I don't know who this individual is, but he is very, very handsome. If ever I had the opportunity,
he's becoming a problem for Polly, eh? He's becoming a problem for Polly. I think we're gonna have to boot this guy.
Yeah, he is becoming a problem. He is the public enemy number one. But when you're that good looking, you do get a lot of haters. So
yeah, sure.
Okay, so anyway, so we have Polystone Addicts Real Talk T-shirt hosted by Danny and The Last Jedi. Yeah, so Santino, if you can just ask a random question on the chat, and if you can just repeat it like twice or 3 times, whatever pops in your head, and whoever answers it in the, not the chat, the actual video. So you have to answer it in the video. Please don't answer it in the chat. You might have to wait till this is finished to answer it in the video. I don't really know how YouTube works. But do you have your question?
Okay, let's say...
and don't make it like a question that only people in Canada know.
No, but where was George Lucas influenced to create Vader?
Okay, that's a very good question. Can you just repeat that, please?
Which? Okay, this is a better way to say it. Which Marvel character influenced
You're giving away
George?
Too much now.
Okay, which Marvel character influenced Lucas to create Vader?
Okay, that's a very, very good question. I knew this question because I'm just smart. And whoa. And yeah, so the first person that answers, we will announce on Polystone, whatever your protege name is, or if your parents named you Red Ace, more power to them. Maybe they were poker players. But yeah, so whoever answers that question, can you just repeat the question just one more time for me, please?
Which Marvel character influenced George Lucas to create Vader?
Awesome. Okay, and you will win a Polystone Addicts Real Talk t-shirt. We got sizes large, we got medium, we got extra large, and we got small. So if you XXXXXXL, then we just can't send you anything. I'm sorry. But yeah, so
if you're XXXXL, you can use it as a napkin.
Yeah, or give it to someone that's XL.
Exactly.
But do not sell it. You cannot sell this shirt. Like, you just can't, because if you do, then you're just not cool. All right, so let's stop the chat. And how do you stop this bloody stuff? All righty. Okay, so how long have we been on for? How long have we been on? I don't even know. Let me check.
No idea.
No. Yes. We don't know. We got 8 likes, so the haters have not logged on yet. We will be waiting for you.
I love you guys, eh? You haters, I love you.
Yeah, we do. We like haters. They're very special to us. They're in our hearts. They fuel us. They keep us breathing.
Right here.
Yes. Okay, so thanks, guys, for watching. We still have 8 viewers, and 4 of those are mods. So we actually have 4 viewers. I'm joking. And yeah, so we will see you guys next week. Hope you enjoyed the show. It has been quite a quick show because I maybe should have saved a little bit more that has come out this week. But nevertheless, thank you, guys. And remember, on the 1st of May, there will be another award we will be giving away, and that is the Best Picture with Special Effects. So you can use whatever app you want. You can use Photoshop. You can use dim light, no light, wind, whatever it is that you can to take that picture. And remember, you will be winning a Boba Fett XM Studios statue. You just have to pay for shipping. You also win a t-shirt, and you also win a trophy. So we will be running that every single Monday, unless there's like some weird bank holiday, or I'm in some remote location where the internet doesn't work like last time. Alrighty, so anything you'd like to say, Santino, to the fans of Polystone Addicts?
Keep on doing Poly. Poly's the best, so keep it up.
Yes, we are the best, and fuck the rest. And yeah, I will see you guys next week. Shout out to all the Poly members. Shout out to all the guys that keep our group a cool group. And we do know without you guys, basically our group would be nothing. So we do appreciate everybody in Polystone, and for all of our haters.
Fuck off.
Just jokes. Okay, guys, see you. Take care.
Be good. Bye.
Ciao for now.